Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the ring and fighting out of the red corner, it's Noah Azzome.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to TCB 46 here on this beautiful Saturday here at the Salisbury Center. We're welcoming the red corner, Noah Azzome, into the TCB ring. Last time he was in against Ashraf Abdedin. What a war they had. He came out on the losing end of that, but now he's trying to get into the win column, coming in here 0-1. And, you know, from Capital MMA, great gym, great school. And, you know, Noah really looking to make his mark. He really had a lot of talent. He fought a really tough guy on his last fight and gained, I'm sure, a ton of experience from that he will bring into this one.
Yeah, I mean, having a loss against Ashraf Abdedin is nothing to really feel too bad about. Ashraf is as good as we've seen here, both in Muay Thai as well as the cage, the MMA cage. So, you know, I don't really think that losing to him necessarily says anything about who he is as a fighter. He's only 21 years old, too, you know, so...
Yeah, going up against Michael Boiko here, 32 years old, so quite a bit of age gap there. And like we said before, you know, is the age going to play a factor? The athleticism of Noah, you know, Noah very tall for the weight class at 160 pounds. You know, it says 5'11", but he looks bigger than 5'11". I mean, just from what I can see, but he's stepping over the ropes pretty easily. And yeah, like I say, excited to see Noah in here. Let's go ahead and get the blue corner in and send it down to Chris here.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Michael Boiko.
Michael Boiko coming out, Kaizen MMA, in the 160-pound weight class here. He's going to be giving up a little bit of height. You know, he's only 5'8", and so we're going to have another one of those dynamics, Brooke, like we were talking about earlier, with can the shorter, stronger, stockier guy get inside and start to connect, or will Noah be able to utilize his range and his reach correctly in a sport that I believe height plays a huge factor, you know, height and reach. You know, if you're hitting with knees and kicks and punches, right, I think height and reach play a huge factor. So we're going to have to see, you know, Boiko coming in 0-0, so not really any experience, you know. At Kaizen, they usually do some smokers and things like that, you know, so nothing official for Michael Boiko here. So really excited to see what he can do inside the TCB ring here.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing is here you have a guy in Michael Boiko who's 32 years old, who's making his debut. He's never actually fought, going against a 21-year-old, a man 11 years his junior, who already has a fight against an opponent the caliber of Ashraf Abdedin.
Right.
So yes, Michael Boiko is older and probably has been fighting longer, but Azzome has fought under the bright lights before. He knows what it's like to fight under these circumstances, and so we'll see how that plays into this fight, in addition to the size difference that you've already mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and here in TCB and Cagezilla, you know, we give these guys the opportunity to get in here no matter what part of the journey they're on, right? Like Michael Boiko, like you say, he's 32 years old. Who knows what his aspirations are? Noah Azzome, 21 years old. We don't know his aspirations if he wants to go and take it to a different level. We certainly give him that platform to do that. But like you say, Michael ultimately has to come in here tonight and make his mark, put his stamp inside the ring, and prove himself here in his first fight. Let's send it down to Chris to call this one and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB catch weight of 160 pounds. It is brought to you by our friends at Green Village Concrete, the level best in Northern Virginia. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, Standing 5'11" and weighing in at 160 pounds, fighting out of Capital MMA, it's Noah Azzome! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 157 pounds, fighting out of Kaizen MMA, he is making his TCB debut. It's Michael Boiko! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at the TCB catch weight of 160 pounds. It is brought to you by our friends at Green Village Concrete, and your referee is Daniel Nelson.
All right, we're about ready to get this one started. Noah Azzome in the red corner, Michael Boiko in the blue corner. The referee's giving them their instructions, and we're about to get it on here.
Yeah, excited for this one. Our 4th bout of the evening, and we're underway. Oh, beautiful work from Noah right off the bat, catching that leg, hitting the nice foot trip.
Noah with some of those straight punches right to the face. Not a whole lot of movement we're seeing out of Boiko so far.
Yeah, Boiko's got to, he's got to use his movement, like you say, and he's got to be in and out. Because Noah can be a sniper, man. He's kind of just right in front of him, trying to pick his punches, pick his combos, and connect. So, nice punches on the inside from Boiko.
Going on here.
Yeah, seeing some nice clinching here, and worth noting, Brooke, that this is a Class B bout. So if you notice, they have elbow pads on. They're allowed to elbow each other, and so one step up from Class C. To so they can use a couple more tools and a little bit more, shows a little bit more experienced athletes.
Yeah, and that probably can make a difference, particularly on those clinches, things on the inside, when you can just snap an elbow across. I mean, that definitely adds just another element that you have to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, just a minute or two into this fight, I already think I see some blood coming out of Boiko's nose.
Yeah, Boiko's face is not looking too great.
And but both guys scoring. I think Noah's being a little bit sharper, a little bit more precise.
Once again, not a whole lot of movement. They're content to just kind of stand there and trade. Front kick there from Boiko. Noah answers. Oh. Nice kick from Noah.
Oh, you see that elbow come up the middle? That was beautiful. Great round. Oh, we got blood dripping out of Boiko's nose. I hope their corner has a towel. And yeah, great stuff from Noah coming out in round number 1. Very dominant round from him. And yeah, we'll have to see if Boiko can turn things around, switch up his game plan a bit, and really get the momentum going in his favor.
It definitely seemed to me like Noah started out very, very strongly, and then Boiko sort of got into it a little bit more, and towards the end of the round it was a little bit more even. So maybe it was just getting that initial kind of experience out of the way. We'll see what happens in round 2, but yeah, I think for sure Noah probably took that first round if you're a judge.
Yeah. I mean, and Noah's been under the bright lights here at the Salisbury Center before, and you can kind of see a little bit of that savviness. Not sure if the lights are getting to Boiko, but I didn't see anything too huge, too significant from him. He needs to start throwing some bigger shots, some power shots, and start earning some respect.
See, immediately Noah comes out, throwing those straight hands. Boiko's trying to counterattack.
Wow.
Now Noah's backing him up. Again, those straight punches right to the inside.
His nose is busted. Whenever your nose is busted, it's like messes up your breathing, and then you're looking at your blood, and it's like, messes with you. Oh, nice elbow from Azzome. But Boiko coming back with some punching combinations of his own.
Azzome takes the center ring. Head kick from Azzome.
Oh, he almost hit that foot trip again. Boiko trying to hit a little jump knee there after he caught his leg. That was nice. Boiko landed some nice punches. You know, when Azzome is clinching up on him and putting his hands and grabbing his head, Boiko does a nice job of kind of coming up and over with his hands, and that's what you should be doing. When a guy puts his hands on your head, you know where his hands are not, right? Protecting his face. And so he's scoring some nice punches there on the inside. I don't think it's enough to take this round, though, because Azzome is really continuing to look sharp and use those elbows, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen really elbows out of Boiko. I know he doesn't have the reach there. He's got to get those arms extended and land some punches on Azzome. But Azzome, he's got, like I say, the body style for Muay Thai, man, and he can hit you with the sharp elbows.
That was a little nice combination there from Boiko, but
Yeah.
Azzome answers right back and just sends Boiko back towards the ropes. That's the thing, is it seems like those shots from Azzome are just moving Michael Boiko backwards.
Yeah. Couple seconds here to finish the round, and we are done with round number 2. If I had to guess, I'd say Boiko might be down 2-0, down 2 rounds, and really got to figure out what kind of game plan he really wants to come out into this 3rd round with, because he's got to change something.
Yeah, I mean, if I was his corner, I'd basically be telling him, hey, you're going to have to, you know, either bring something different or just go out there and go for it all, because I would be very, very surprised at this point if Azzome was not well ahead on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah. Yeah, Azzome looking really sharp tonight, calm in there, walking him down, picking his shots, and really Boiko just hasn't had quite the answer. You know, not to say he hasn't had some moments of greatness. He's had some nice punches, I think, some nice kicks, but he really hasn't landed anything significant and consistently, I think, to take either round 1 or 2. And he's got to come out here in this 3rd round and really change things up.
Azzome starting that round the same as he did the others, just with those stiff jabs.
Yep.
Oh, now Boiko
Ooh.
got him in the clinch.
Nice knee from Boiko. Oh,
There's
that
an elbow.
Man, you could see Boiko step back from that like, what in the world was that? Nonetheless, coming back with some nice leg kicks.
Boiko definitely does seem to have picked up the intensity a little bit. Although, see, he's throwing some more combinations.
Yeah.
Definitely seems more energetic this round than he did in the first 2.
Yeah, he's got his foot on the gas, and as he should. You know, his coaches there from Kaizen are probably giving him some good advice there, like, hey, you got to come out here in this 3rd round and change things up, because, I hope they're being honest with him and telling him, hey, you might be down 2 rounds. You got to come out here and steal it here in this 3rd.
Yeah. Getting some nice shots there on the inside as Boiko doesn't seem to bother Azzome all that much. Once again, Azzome continues to press forward. He's changing some kicks. Looks like both of these guys are maybe a little bit tired at this point. Azzome not nearly as crisp this round as he was the first 2.
Right. Yeah, no, I do see him slowing down a bit. You know, oh, nice hard leg kick. But ultimately, I think he's up 2 rounds, so he doesn't have to go crazy. But as we've seen in our last fight, you know, you can be up 2 rounds and still go for that finish, and that's what I want to see out of Noah here.
There was a nice right cross there from Boiko.
Good fight from both gentlemen.
Very good, showing the sportsmanship at the end. I don't know about that last round. I think there's a good chance Boiko gets that one, but I don't think it was enough. I think Azzome probably did enough in the first 2 rounds
Yeah.
to pick up that decision.
Yeah, I'd say 30-27 or 29-28 Azzome. But hey, Boiko, you know, assuming he might not get the nod, he's got to go back and do what Azzome did. You know, go back to the lab, tweak some things, you know, work on some of the things he could have done better, and that's exactly what Noah did. Did you see him? I mean, he came out on this fight tonight, you know, after his last one, and he looked it was night and day. I mean, he was throwing his elbows nicely. He got some nice foot trips in there, had some nice boxing, like you say. He was coming out every round just with a nice stiff jab in his face. And I think, you know, he had his nose bleeding within the first 30 seconds of the fight, I believe.
Yeah.
And really impressed with Noah Azzome from Capital.
Yeah, so I mean, very similar to Jean Diouf. You know, we saw Jean Diouf fight, not look nearly as good in his previous fights as he did tonight. So I think we'll have to say the same about Michael Boiko. You know, if he comes back here and fights again in TCB, I'm sure we'll see something completely different. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like we were saying, you know, Noah went back, he tweaked some things in his game, came out, looked magnificent tonight, and should be very proud of his performance, I believe. Let's send it down to Chris to see how the judges scored this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores about 29-28. Judge 2 scores about 30-27, and Judge 3 scores about 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, it's Noah Azzome.
Noah Azzome from Capital MMA, moving powerfully into that win column. He should be very proud of himself.